Hello everyone, and welcome back to another video. Today we'll be taking a look at my handheld collection, showing off everything that's in there, taking it out of the box, taking a really good look at it, and just kind of yapping about what it actually is, how I got it. Let's go ahead and take a look. Up first is going to be the Game Boy Advance SP. It is The Legend of Zelda, based off the Wind Waker and the Minish Cap. Now I got this from Etsy. It is a custom Game Boy Advance SP, so naturally once I saw it, I just had to go ahead and get it. But this thing is beautiful. It is modded in the sense that it has the IPS screen, different buttons, just the actual look and feel to it. It is just a very, very beautiful piece, especially for the collection, especially for the Zelf. Moving right along, we have the Metroid Samus Returns Game Boy Advance. This thing is again beautiful. If you don't know, Metroid is another one of my favorites. It's not like all time up there like maybe Zelda or Banjo-Kazooie or anything like that, but still, when I see something like this on Etsy, it's kind of hard to not go ahead and get this thing. It's just beautiful all around. The classic orange and purple colors blend so well together. Just the beauty of these buttons, just the attention to detail on this thing. It is a fantastic collection piece, and why I have it prominently displayed on my retro shelf. This next piece is something that I was influenced by TikTok. I forget what it's actually called, but effectively it's just an emulator, portable emulator, loaded with a bunch of different Game Boy Advance games, Game Boy Color games. Finding some of these games in the wild can be very tough just due to the actual market of reselling. But still, having this, just kind of get and play those games you miss out on, it's pretty fun. But nothing too crazy, and nothing really compares to the original feel of an actual handheld. Here we have the Mario and Luigi Dream Team. This is the Nintendo 3DS XL, and this was actually a pickup from Whatnot. Now, this was also in combination with the pawn shop pickup too. This particular one is from the pawn shop, but the first one I got that really made me want to go ahead and hunt for a cleaner one was from Whatnot. But this one actually has the stylus. There are some scuff marks on here, but nothing too crazy. Again, it's going to be in the box, just sitting on the shelf, but the actual DS itself, it does work, it does play games, and it's still very beautiful. I remember when I first saw this thing online too, I was like, oh, I really want to go and get this thing. Oh, I gotta have it. But I couldn't justify spending like the $330 that it was. And this one actually, I don't think it held its value that well. I got this for, I believe, $120, $220. It was a very good deal from the pawn shop, that's for sure. But this is still just one of those amazing collection pieces for the handheld collection. Absolutely stunning piece for sure. But up next, this is a little bit tricky because which one do I want to get and show first? I have two. I have the Hylian Shield Edition and I have the Hyrule Edition. And you know what? Let's go ahead and just do the Hyrule Edition first and we'll break it on down. This was actually one of those 3DSs I did not know existed until I was on Whatnot. This was maybe a month ago. I was watching Chase After the Right Price and he's like, all right, up next we have a grail and it's going to be Zelda. And I was like, oh boy, I love me some Zelda. And then he shows off this. Like, what? I'm like, okay, let's not go overboard. I'll go and just get this at a really good price. Yeah, I definitely overpaid for it, but again, how often do you see something this beautiful for your collection? Usually if you see this stuff is on eBay, it's like listed for like $1,000. It's just overpriced or like maybe scratched up or whatever. This is so beautiful. But again, there's still the Highland Shield Edition, and that one is even more beautiful. So let's go ahead and take a look at it. Right away, you will notice though, the box is in immaculate condition. It's just, every time I try to get and talk about this thing, I find myself at a loss for words because this has been the most elusive handheld for me. I know there's plenty out there, people, I can't get this, I can't get that. This has been the most elusive for me and is my personal favorite because obviously I have a love for Zelda, but again, just how clean this thing is. And I remember when this first came out, I just couldn't get it. I just could not get my hands on this, but I'm so glad to say I finally got this. And it is just as beautiful as ever. I love this thing so much. I took way too much B-roll for this thing. It's beautiful, all right? It's just, man. And I finally have it in my collection. I'll kind of just zoom through all the B-roll just because I can't even words. But all right, let's go ahead and move on to the next handheld. This is going to be the Tears of the Kingdom Nintendo Switch OLED. And this was, again, another pawn shop pickup. And honestly, I don't know. It's not like the full complete thing. They had one in the box for $500. And I think at its peak, it was $450, maybe $350. I forget. But I was like, you know what? Just the handheld by itself, just for the Joy-Cons. Very beautiful. I'll definitely get this guy picked up. And I don't use this. I still have the OG Switch. It's just, again, just for the Zelf, just for the display of it. But again, it does sit beautifully on the Zelf. And I love having this as part of my handheld collection. And finally, we have a true grail piece here. These things do not exist ever, and if they do, good luck finding it in this immaculate of condition. Now, is this my favorite handheld? No. The Highland Shield 2DS XL is still my favorite, but again, this one is probably, at least for, you know, the grand public, the most elusive. Again, my most elusive was the Highland Shield, but this one is still very cool to get and have, and it sits beautifully on my Pokemon shelf, which is a video I just actually made recently. This thing is super clean. I love having this for the collection. This is like a $2,000 item, but still, it's nice to have, and again, it does sit beautifully on the Pokemon shelf. That's all for this video, and I appreciate everyone sticking around and watching this whole thing. Feel free to get in comment below what your favorite handheld was, or what your favorite handheld is in your collection, and be sure to subscribe and stick around for future videos while we'll be breaking down more of my collection, be it games, handhelds, and just general collectibles like that. Hope everyone has a fantastic rest of their day, and I'll see you in the next video. Later.